Alright, so I keep wondering what I'm gonna make for food, and to be honest, for the last several days it's been peanut butter and jelly, toast and peanut butter, and crackers. But I remembered that I have this software right here on my tablet. Now, I have not booted this tablet in 2 or 3 years. I haven't needed it ever since I got my phone. But it does have my recipe book on it. So let's boot up the recipe book. And this is a Samsung Galaxy Tab E. So that'll tell you about how old it is. But I got all these recipes right here. And I thought I might make... Where's it at? I want to make that drip beef. But we're going to attempt to make Fragrant Beef Curry with rice. Now, the bad part about the rice issue, the rice is actually this Nutri-Plenty fortified rice soy meal garbage. But this is Fragrant Beef Curry. There are an unbelievable number of spices in this stuff. So if anything can make that Nutri-garbage taste good, it is this right here. So I need stew meat, oil, onions, which I don't have, cloves, garlic, cinnamon sticks. I might have a problem. I need to look at my garlic. So I don't have any onions, but I have onion powder, and I think this will be enough garlic. I hope. I need ginger, major grade chutney. I don't have any. It's lemon juice, which I don't have. Curry powder, salt, hot cooked rice, red pepper, a bay leaf. I don't have that either. So I got most of this, not all of it. We're going to see how it works. So what I'm going to start with is this USDA Choice Angus Beef New York strip steak. It was on Manager's Special, so I only paid $6 for it back on December 18. So it's been sitting in the freezer. I've been trying to think of something to do with it because it's not like it's good New York strip steak. It's Manager's Special, which meant that if they didn't sell it, they were going to have to claim it as a waste. So this is waste steak, so we're going to try and make curry out of it. Of course, this calls for fresh tomatoes, too, and all I've got is tomato sauce. So here's the New York strip steak. I'm going to go ahead and put it in there with a little bit of water, cook it up, taste it. If it tastes all right, then I'll continue with the recipe. If it does not taste all right, I'll wash this and find a different meat. I've got plenty of beef products. I should be able to find one that's good, even if it's just ground beef. But what I want to do while I wait for the steak to cook, I want to go ahead and get all my spices ready. And this can be challenging with this particular recipe because nothing is in grams, so conversions have to be done for everything. I'm having a problem finding my cloves. Alright, the cloves were hiding on the other table. So I need 6 grams of cloves. It calls for 6 whole cloves. That's about 6 grams. So we want 6 grams of cloves. And this is going to be a lot more than you think. You know, I'm not buying it. I think I did something wrong with the scale, because I got an awful lot of cloves in there, but the scale is still reading 0. So I need to get another bowl and see what's going on. Okay, so that is weird. 20, 0. Okay, so I've got 4 grams of cloves in there right now. So it's a good thing I went ahead and did that. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right. So 6 grams of cloves, 2 large garlic cloves chopped. That's just going to be the rest of the garlic that's in the container. 2 cinnamon sticks. 2 cinnamon sticks is 5 grams of cinnamon. And my cinnamon is right here. It's taking a minute for it to register. We'll do 4. 2 cinnamon sticks can measure anywhere between 3 and 5 grams. I'll do 4, and that's what I've done here. 1 bay leaf I do not have. 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. That would be like another 2 or 3 grams. So we'll just do it. I think that's plenty. It's not registering, but sometimes my scale's a little bit weird. 3 large tomatoes quartered, which I don't have, but we'll see how much that is in tomato sauce. Well, the internet only seems to want to substitute whole tomatoes for tomato sauce, not the other way around. So, we're going to say that my 15-ounce can is 3 whole tomatoes and leave it like that. 3 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice can actually be vinegar, so we'll put that in. So I'll just add the vinegar in. 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger, another conversion. All right, so I need a half teaspoon of ground ginger for my 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger. That's about 3 grams. Yeah, this scale doesn't like spices, but that's plenty of ginger. This is what my spice mix looks like so far. 1.5 tablespoons of curry powder. So I know I've got that. 1.5 tablespoons of curry powder. And 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And that's the end of it. Now, what I didn't put in here was the Major Grey's chutney. So let me show you what this is. This is a Major Grey chutney recipe. If you live in a better area than I do, you can actually buy this stuff in a bottle. But you need mangoes, apple cider vinegar, garlic, limes, red onions, raisins, ginger, brown sugar, white sugar, molasses, cinnamon, mustard, red chili flakes, coriander, cardamom, salt, black pepper, nutmeg, and more cloves. So I don't have any mangoes. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to approximate this as much as possible. So I need some sugar. I need some coriander and cardamom. Coriander I've got. Cardamom. I don't know if I've got any cardamom. I don't see any cardamom. Nutmeg, which I do have. Yep, I think that's it. That's all I'm going to put in there. I'm surprised I don't have apple cider vinegar, but I don't. So this is the spice mix. And it's quite a bit of spices. I'm really surprised I don't have any cardamom. I went to look at my extra spices and it's just turmeric and curry powder. So I'm really, really surprised I don't have any cardamom. I could have swore I had some. But nope, all I got is this extra curry and turmeric, which is fine. Oh, I forgot to add the onion powder. Because it's supposed to have onion in it, and I don't have any onion. So we'll just add some onion powder. I'm surprised this doesn't have paprika in it either. Yeah, I'm going to add some paprika. And I think I'll add some turmeric. Turmeric, by the way, turns everything yellow. But, yeah, I think that will do it. Now I'm just still waiting on the meat. It's almost done, though. I've been working on it. I think it's going to be all right. I just need to cut it up and taste it. All right, so I'm going to try just a little piece of this beef and see if it's any good. It's fine. Interesting. All right, so I'm happy about that. So let's take a look at how much meat that one little steak made. And I cut off all the fat, so that's not in there anymore. So there's that, and I'm ready for my tomato sauce and spices. So the first thing I need to do is make sure this tomato sauce is good. If this tomato sauce isn't any good, it's over right here. And I forgot about that when I did all those spices in that bowl. My big concern was that the meat would be bad and I would be cooking that all evening. Or cooking various meats all evening. But I forgot about this tomato sauce. So, let me see if this tomato sauce is any good. I have a lint problem, which I'm not real surprised about. So yeah, this is probably a dinner you wouldn't expect from somebody that has to rely on the food pantry. You know, after all, who's got all the ingredients to make fragrant beef curry? But the spices I already had. The beef I got on Manager's Special. You saw that. I spent $6 on that beef. Tomato sauce I got from the food pantry. Oh, good grief. It's got spices in it. All right. Oh, whoops. So I noticed it had stuff in the sauce. This isn't tomato sauce. It's pasta sauce. So I have to taste this. This may not work. Do I have any other tomato products? No. Boy, I better taste this. Whoops. So I've been misreading that for over a week. That sucks. I thought that was just regular tomato sauce. Turns out it is actually pasta sauce. So we'll see what I think about it and whether or not I'm going to use it in this recipe. It's got a lot of oregano in it. But I'm going to go ahead and use it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use it. I don't think it's going to matter. I think there is so many other spices in this that I don't think what's in this sauce is going to make much of a difference. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in. And then I need to put in the spices. Let me mix these up a little bit. I'm going to put a little more vinegar and probably a little more sugar in this. Let me show you just how many spices are in this. That's all the spices that are in this. It's amazingly a lot of spices. That's why I'm saying I just don't think the little bit of spices that are in that pasta sauce are going to make much of a difference, because there's just so much of it already. And then I need 1.5 cups of milk, which is 12 ounces of milk. Yeah, I need 12 ounces of milk. And I don't have whole milk. I've just got 2%, but... Oh, wait. Well, I do have whole milk, but I'd have to open another container. So we'll do 12 ounces of this. And 12.8. But I'm going to put the rice in with this too, so I'm going to stir this around. This was the bowl with the spices in it. And I'm going to let this simmer before I start to put in anything else. So let me show you what it looks like. And I'm going to let that simmer, and then I'll add that soy rice stuff. Alright, so I am looking at this soy rice thing. If you were going to do this, you would need a stock pot, literally. It takes 6 to 8 cups of water to make a whole pack of this. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to make maybe half of this. I'm telling you, if anything can make this nasty soy rice stuff taste good, it's going to be an Indian curry dish. Not kidding. So let me open this up. And how much is this? This is 14 ounces. So I'm going to put 6 ounces into this bowl. Let me spin you around. Put 6 ounces into this bowl. Well, how about 5.6? Really, that's a lot. And it's got some little vegetables in there too. 5.6 ounces. So I'm going to put this in here and see what it does, or how it behaves. Because I'm telling you, if there's one thing you don't want to see from the food pantry, it's that stuff. But seeing as there is very little I can do about it, I'm going to use it. Yep, 5.6 was plenty. Alright, so I just need to wait for that to cook up. That was plenty. Once that cooks up, that'll be fine. Just gotta wait for it the rice stuff to cook. I might add a little bit more milk to that. But then I'm gonna let it simmer, and then we'll try it. So I almost forgot the garlic, and it needed more sugar. It's not sweet enough, which I'm not really surprised. I didn't have any... It's been a while since I've made this, so I didn't have any of my tomato chutney. Plus, it wasn't exactly the correct type of tomato. So let's see here. I think it's a little more sugar and salt. I almost got it. A little more sugar, a little more milk, and a little more simmering. The rice and soy is still crunchy, so we're going to add just a touch more milk. It's got good heat to it, though. I like the spice level. I normally don't do a lot of tasting of my food, but since this one has so many weird ingredients, I thought I better. Alright, that's good. That just needs to do some simmering. So, sadly, I did not think ahead and didn't make any naan bread to go with this. I didn't know I was going to make it today. But I do have crackers, so that much is good. So there it is. Here it is, folks, and it's pretty good. Yep. I like it a lot. So I'm going to eat mine with crackers. I recommend flatbread. Any kind of flatbread with it is delicious. But anyway, I'm going to eat this. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.